everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick walkthrough and review of my 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I've had this for just shy of 2 years and it's got just under 21,000 miles on it. I'm going to do a quick walk around of the exterior, quick run through of the interior, then I'm going to go over what I like and what I don't like and things I wish I had and things I wish I didn't. So here we go. So this is a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. All the features that it has are pretty much standard. I think this has 2, maybe 3 options on it in total. Other than that, everything you see is how it's going to come if you pick up a used one. Chrome grille, these are not HID headlights. These are just regular halogen bulbs in a projector housing, I believe. This also has the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 in it. I think it makes about 290 horsepower. I'm not entirely sure on the torque. It is definitely more than enough for this vehicle. It gets up and goes no problems, and it's also decent on gas. This is my daily driver. It does not go wheeling, so to speak. These are what's going to come on it. These are 18-inch wheels. They're a 265/60R 18-inch tire. You've also got your chrome mirror caps. You have blinkers on the sides of the mirrors, the chrome trim around the windows, and the chrome door handles. The gas cap, actually I'll pop that for you real quick so you can see. This does not have a gas cap. There's a push button to release the fuel door, and then you open it up, no gas cap. And it gives you a little instructions right here about how to put gas in your vehicle. And this is not a flex fuel. This is just a straight gasoline vehicle. So coming to the back, one thing I wish it did have was a tow hitch. But I don't plan on keeping this. I'll be getting rid of this next year. No tow hitch on it, but you can see we've got the chrome Jeep badge, the 4x4 on the left, limited on the right. It is a power liftgate on it. Right under there, you just push a little button, opens automatically. In the trunk on the left side here this is your button for your hatch. You can get optional cargo nets right here. This is the holder for the net. You can also get, you can see right here, it would sit in up here, and then right here is where it would latch into for one of the cargo covers. Underneath here is your spare tire storage. I carry a set of tie down straps with me. In these removable containers, they just pop right out. One of the things I do like is underneath this, there's that little hook right there. And this just pops right off like that. And you can actually take it, a little difficult to do one-handed, but you can take it and put it up here and it'll actually hold this up for you so you can get all your stuff out. Like I said, these trays, or bins rather, are actually removable, which is kind of nice. You can actually throw ice in there. There's not a drain hole in them, so as long as it doesn't slosh out, you don't have to worry about them leaking, and you can keep some cold sodas and stuff in there. So that is one of the nice things about it. Just put that back in there. Bear with me. I carry a lot of stuff in this bag here. I've got a set of safety triangles here. I also carry a set of jumper cables, a couple random different sized wrenches and things of that nature. Over here we have a 12-volt power outlet. This is the factory subwoofer that comes with it if you get the upgraded stereo. And that's it for the trunk. Coming around, I'm actually going to jump in on the driver's side to show you, but on the passenger side front here, you've got speakers on the doors down here, you've got your tweeters up here, and then if you look in the back, I'll show you from the other side. This is a power driver passenger seat. Glove box here. It's got this, I'm not sure what to call it because it's not exactly a wood trim. But I do actually rather like this over what the fake wood would be. Your chrome trim strips, and then on the vents you've got I guess it would be a pewter color trim ring around your 2 outer vents, and then you've got your black plastic and chrome trim around the center stack here. This does have dual zone climate control. Your radio controls, your climate control, and then down here, this is for your reverse parking sensors, which if you have it in the winter, backing into a spot, it gets really annoying with snowbanks because it'll think you're going to hit them and then automatically apply the brakes. Next is your auto stop start, eco mode off. So eco mode is always on when you start it unless you push that button. It's got a sport mode and then your traction control. Down here we have 2 USBs, an auxiliary port, and then a regular key on 12 volt power in there. You've got your 2 cup holders here. This is your 4-wheel drive selector. It is, as you can see right there, it says auto. So this is always in 4-wheel drive. There's no way to make it 2-wheel drive. In the center console here, this has a CD player. This is one of the options that was on this vehicle. It happened to be close enough to what I was looking for that I was okay with it, even though you do lose about I'm going to say the console is going to be about 3 times bigger if it does not have the CD player in there. Other than that, you've just got a 12 volt power outlet, and as you can see, it's not a very deep console. It's not very wide either. It's about 4 fingers wide by, you know, about your fingers deep. So it would be nice if that was a little bit larger. Nice leather cover here on this. And then up here you've got your light controls. This does have a sunroof. This is push button auto. So it is a one touch. You can just hit the vent, or you have your auto open all the way, auto close. Garage doors. It's got 3 programmables, your lights, and then sunglass storage. Like, I guess that's fairly common in most vehicles these days. On the mirror, you have SOS, you have your assist button, and then this is actually to turn on and off. It's an auto dimming mirror, so you have that as well, which that is a very nice feature. One of the other things, the driver and passenger mirrors are also auto dimming as well. So down here, you've got your radio controls. This is an 8.4-inch touchscreen. On your climate, you know, you can adjust the temperatures individually. Heated seat, heated steering wheel. You can sync the sides, so you can just change the temperature on one and it'll do both, or, you know, have it set up individually. Under apps, one of the things under apps is you've got vehicle user guide. This is going to be your owner's manual for the vehicle. You do not get a physical owner's manual. So if you go into vehicle navigation, reference essentials, warning lights and indicators, you know, driving controls, comfort and convenience. Under explore, if you click on the engine, for example, click on one of these little dots here and it tells you right down here, that's your fuses. Click right there, your engine coolant reservoir. Right there, jump start procedure. So that's your positive terminal. And we'll click on this one, your brake fluid reservoir. Go to search. You can see some of the things I've searched here. Air outlet, your stability control, and then it'll, you know, come up and tell you. So that just gives you an example of what you have in here. Like I said, that is going to be your owner's manual. And then same thing here, you've got your app manager, your backup cam, radio, your settings, your audio settings. So if you go into settings, units, obviously we're going in, it's in US. Camera, safety and driving, mirrors and wipers, headlights on with wipers, so that does that automatically. Tilt side mirrors in reverse, so when you put it in reverse it'll flip your mirrors down. And then, you know, headlights with wipers, daytime running lights, flashlights when you hit the lock button, that kind of thing. That's what you'll find in there. One of the other things I do think is kind of neat, it has the off-road pages. So this will actually tell you when you turn the wheel. It'll give you your steering angles. It'll tell you what your transfer case is doing, like when you're actually driving. It'll tell you, you know, where it's directing the power. It also has your altitude, and then it'll give you your actual coordinates, your latitude and longitude. And the auto here is for your four-wheel drive, so that'll change. It's got a sand, snow, mud, and rock on it, so that'll change. It'll tell you what mode you're in. But on this side, you have your pitch and roll, so it'll tell you how much your vehicle's pitching, how much it's rolling. The accessory gauges I really do like, actually. So this gives you an actual temperature. So 197 coolant, 199 oil, and trans temp 194. If it was running, it would tell you whatever the actual battery voltage is that's being output, and then it also gives you your oil pressure. So that is really nice. And then select terrain. You can see if you change it, it goes to sand, snow, auto, mud, and rock. It won't let me get into because the vehicle has to be running. You have to put it in neutral, and it automatically goes to four-wheel drive low. You have to push the button, put it in 4 low to engage rock mode. So so yeah, I mean, it is kind of neat, but like I said, this is the one thing I find to be really handy. It's kind of neat. So we'll jump over to the driver's side here. Again, I'll jump into the back seat real quick to show you. So on the center console, on the back seat, you actually have vents. So the vents are really nice, especially because I have dogs, so it's great for the dogs because I can point it at them and help keep them cool. You also have 2 USB ports down here, and you have an actual 120 plug. I'm sorry, 110 plug. So that is fantastic. That's becoming more and more common in vehicles these days, is to have that plug, which is great because if you have other things, you know, like if you've got a laptop or something, you can plug it in and charge it on your way. So down here, these back seats actually do recline, and that's about full recline right there. It's hard to tell, but that is full recline. And then if you pull it up, these will actually flip down. The headrest will flip down automatically, and they fold flat with the trunk floor. So on the door, you've got your memory, all your window switches, your headlights and everything right here, your fuel door pop right there. And then other than that, it's pretty standard. You have your gauges, your steering wheel controls. This side's for your dashboard, for your phone down here, and the voice recognition. And on this side is for your cruise control. So, as you can see, I've got 20,743 miles on this. Currently averaging 18.5 miles to the gallon. So this is all city driving that I've done for the most part with this. So that 18.5 is a real world figure. What you can expect to get out of something like this. Again, this is the V6. If it was the V8, it would probably be a lot worse for fuel mileage. And I'll show you real quick. The selector down here for the four-wheel drive will pop up on your dash when you change it. So there's your sand, there's your snow. Go back to, when you go to snow, if you notice, I've got 2 little green light down here and a green light up there. That actually turns your headlights on automatically. So sand, they go off, but you notice I've got traction control off. Auto comes back on. Same thing, you switch to mud, traction control comes off automatically. Put it in neutral real quick, and there you go, traction control off. I'm just going to click 4 low, so you get 4-wheel drive, shift in progress, auto park disable. And you can see we have 4-wheel drive low, and then you can go into rock mode, which only works in 4 low. So go back to auto, four-wheel drive low off, or I should say disengage, and it's out. Put it back in park. So the auto park, I'll show you real quick. So if you have your door open, put it in drive, it says vehicle not in park, take your foot off the brake, and it stops. And I'll show you again, just so you can see we do actually move slightly. So automatic park, which, give or take, is one of those things. So that is it for the rundown and everything it has. Oh, I also forgot about, you got a vanity mirror with lights. Forgot about that. But there you go. So this does have the upgraded stereo in it. I think it's 500 watts. It comes with the subwoofer in the trunk. You also have, you know, I showed you on the other side, you've got your tweeters, you've got speakers down here in the door, you've got your subwoofer in the trunk, speakers in the door down here, and then up here you also have, those are actual speakers up there as well. So this is a 7-speaker 500 watt stereo that, for a factory stereo, can't argue with. It actually sounds amazing. The sound quality is absolutely amazing. Other than that, I really love almost everything about this vehicle. So I've got maybe 3 complaints with it. One of them, the tires that it comes with. So you can see these are the wear bars right there, and you can see it's almost down to the wear bars on 21,000 miles, which should not be that bad on a set of tires, especially brand new. I got this brand new. These are Michelin Premier LTXs. They get rotated every time it gets an oil change, which, and I'll show you, the rears are the same. Right there's your wear bar. You can see it's almost down to it. So within 3 years, it's going to need tires, you know, on roughly 30, probably 34,000 miles, which I do think is a little ridiculous. One of the things with the tires, if you go with a Laredo instead of the Limited, you don't get all the features on the interior, but it comes with a set of Goodyear Wranglers. Same thing, if you go up a trim in this, there's 3 or 4 trims above this. One of them is the Overland, which that is fully loaded, comes on air suspension, and most of those you can usually get the Hemi with. Those also come with Goodyear Wranglers, and there's a couple levels in between this one and the Overland, which also comes with Wranglers, but no tow hitch. That is something I wish it did have, but it does not have that option on it. But again, I don't plan on keeping this. I'm going to have it for another year, and that's going to be it. Really, that's it for my complaints. It is an absolutely fantastic vehicle. It is comfortable. This 20,000 miles I've got on it, we did do a road trip in it that was like, I want to say 2,200 miles round trip. Going that far on the highway, my average fuel economy was like 24.2 mile per gallon. So in a big heavy SUV, can't complain about that. You know, the fuel mileage is great. Again, this is the V6 too. If you had the Hemi, your fuel mileage would be considerably worse. But that is gonna, I think that's everything. Just try to think real quick. I think that is gonna about do it for this walkthrough on my Jeep Grand Cherokee. If you have any questions, any comments, you know, anything you missed or anything you would like to know if you're considering purchasing one, I would recommend it. You can't go wrong with them as far as I can tell. Like I said, I've had 0 problems. My only issues, honestly, are the tires. And it just seems ridiculous that you can go through tires, because this is all-wheel drive, essentially. You can't do a burnout with it. It's not like you're sliding sideways. And it's not like this thing goes 4-wheel. I have not taken this off-road. The most it's seen for off-road is going down a dirt road. So, to be fair. But that is going to do it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, questions, comments, anything that I didn't touch on that you would like to know. Oh, oil changes, actually, real quick before we go. So let me go up to my vehicle settings up here. That one. So you can get all the information up here on your dash. Let me go back there. 39% oil life. So I was told when I got this, get an oil change when it tells you to. Which, since I've had it about every 7,500 miles, it is full synthetic. So about every 7,500 miles for oil changes, which personally, you know, from what I'm used to, I wouldn't, if I was keeping this, I would probably do every 5,000. But being as how I'm not keeping it, you know, it's under warranty, so I'm doing what I was instructed to do. But yeah, so and we dropped to 18.4 because I'm sitting here idling. So it's a little warm out today, so I've got the AC running. That's why. But that's going to do it. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, anything I missed, anything you want to know that I didn't touch on with these, feel free, leave a message in the comments, let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and hopefully answer your question with more detail than you need. So thanks everyone, hope you have a great day, and until the next one.